Hello and welcome back to the Pitwall Podcast, where this week we'll be breaking down the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, the final race of the season.
Welcome back, man. I missed you.
I know, I missed you too.
It was very weird. The Hotel Room podcast turned out better than I expected it to.
It's really good, actually.
Yeah, and I mentioned on there, I was cheating a little bit. I used nicer gear.
That video might have looked a little bit better than our normal setup.
Just lighting is better though.
Yeah, that's fair.
But yeah, man. Before we talk about Abu Dhabi, give me your quick minute thought on Vegas and that race.
Wild, but I actually liked it.
I really liked it.
Yeah, a lot. Even though it was a bit chaotic throughout the entire weekend, I liked it.
It wasn't too flashy, I don't think. And I thought too flashy.
Yeah,
it could have been
it
worse.
was flashy, but it could have
The
been
opening
worse.
ceremony was terrible.
I will say that was a little stupid.
Brutal.
And then, Checo with Bruce Banner. Or not Bruce Banner.
Bruce Banner.
What's his name?
What are you trying to say?
The announcer that was like, Checo. He's the UFC announcer. What's his name? I said Bruce
Say about The
Banner.
Rock?
No, that's not The
Rock was also there. I don't know who you're talking about.
Okay, hold up.
People now are turning against this.
I literally just called this man the Hulk. So,
Who are we talking about?
Bruce Buffer.
I don't know.
Bruce
who that
Buffer.
is.
He's the UFC announcer.
Bruce
He's like,
Banner.
yeah, I literally called this man the Hulk. Okay.
That's closer than.
I watch UFC all the time.
Well, I've never watched UFC, so.
Well, that's the next sport I'm getting you. Men fighting.
I don't know, dude. Anyway, so Carlos almost died.
Yeah.
Blew a hole in the bottom of it.
Yeah.
People have it.
That was the wildest part of the weekend, but
It's not abnormal. That's
Yeah.
what I keep saying. It's not abnormal. Chill out. People were just waiting for something to go
people
wrong.
were online saying this is why Vegas sucks, but it's happened before.
Yeah, people, like I said, people were just waiting for something to go wrong
Yeah.
at this race. So, yeah, dude, I thought it was awesome. And bit of a tough one for Mercedes. Mercedes had a tough stretch here, but it doesn't matter because we got P2, and I can't believe I'm celebrating that.
Congrats.
But we did it. It was way too close. And I say we did it like I had literally any impact. You know what? Maybe one of them saw.
You're wearing their merch. You're supporting their team.
I have to hide that Monster because McLaren stole Monster.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, I think they're actually sticking with Lewis Hamilton.
Hey, at least, it's not like me who doesn't enjoy the drink Red Bull.
I've never had either, so I'm actually about to film a video tonight. So when you're listening to this, it's either out or it will be out after this. But the Almave that Lewis came out with, it got delivered to my house today.
Oh, nice.
So I'm going to film a video literally after this to do that. So
That's like the alcohol-less
yes.
tequila.
Oh, God.
right?
I'm very interested.
Okay, cool.
So it might be awful or it might be great. We'll see. Anyway, here we go. Quali in 60 for Abu Dhabi. Last quali of the year. So here we go.
Yeah.
All right. So first thing you should know is Logan Sargent didn't set a time and went 0-22 against Alex Albon. Joe Guanyu 19, Valtteri Bottas 18, K-Mag 17, and Carlos Sainz, big name, 16. All Ferrari power units in the bottom. Daniel Ricciardo 15. Albon made it up to 14. Lance Stroll only 13 ahead of Ocon and Lewis Hamilton in 11th. Pierre Gasly made it into the top 10. Checo only 9th.
I know.
Nico Hulkenberg 8th. Fernando Alonso in 7th. Yuki in 6th. Lando 5th. Good, but they kind of threw away a pole. George Russell in 4th, so significantly better than Lewis, and that was an 11-11 head-to-head for Mercedes. Piastri in 3rd. Man, what a rookie year for him. Charles Leclerc in 2nd, and, of course, Max Verstappen on pole. Maybe it'll be the last time, but it probably won't. So, last quality of the year was pretty exciting. Not a lot of running for a lot of people because in FP1, 10 rookies ran. And then in FP2, there were 2 red flags. So, we're going in strong, and Logan Sargent going out without a bang.
Can we just talk about Yuki Tsunoda? Dude was a man on a mission this weekend.
Dude, I just have thoughts on AlphaTauri as a whole.
Yeah.
I mean, clearly they're doing the thing that we've been saying, which is just steal from Red Bull, steal, and they're doing it. So I'm quite scared of them next year.
Yeah, I mean, it's like everybody's saying it's the RB19 just used again. I mean, surely it won't be
I don't know.
that bad. Maybe it'll just be competitive and not like front row.
Dude, I don't know. I don't know, man. It's scary.
It's scary for me also because Lewis actually had a good quote, and it's like he's worried about Red Bull because they haven't had much what's it called?
Development, because they just been sat on pause for months and months. So
I'm a little worried. I'm hoping that was, like you said, not his last pull.
Oh, you think they're not developing at all?
No, they are, obviously.
Well, so we'll talk about next year at the end, but there's a lot of thoughts. We're going to do probably some subsequent episodes of just kind of year-end thoughts after we meditate on how the year went and all that stuff. We also have some year-end awards that I don't know what it's going to look like, but me and Dawson are working on. Ryan's giving me some notes on it. Everybody's kind of coming up with some funny awards for us to give away at the end of the year, so stay tuned for that as well. But with that said, let's just go right into it. How was Red Bull's race?
I mean, for Max, as good as you can get.
Yep.
For Checo, not so much. Started P9, like you said, and then just couldn't really hold on to it and finished P4 with Russell ahead of him.
Yep.
Man, I was sad. I was like, come on, last race, get a double podium for Red Bull, and then it didn't happen.
Well, let's go right into the main part of this race, which was who was going to get P2 in the constructors. There's lots of other stuff going on. Every position is significant, but P2 was like the highlight of this race, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Lewis kept showing the graphic. I loved that graphic, like the live constructors.
I didn't. Just tell me. I was so stressed.
As someone who had it clinched, it was fun to see.
Every time it was like I watched Ferrari go. So basically, what happened was Lewis just had a rough race.
For sure.
He started in 11th. He moved up. Then Gasly was in front of him. Gasly locks up. Lewis scrapes the back of him and bends his front wing. That shatters Lewis's confidence. But then apparently, somehow, bending the front wing made the Mercedes car suddenly faster. But I don't know. He just never really had the pace the whole time. He got brake checked by Alonso at that point, which was weird because Alonso like flew across the track. Alonso got a penalty. And anyway, but the main thing that happened that really affected the constructors. Lewis finished in 9th. So Carlos Sainz, do you want to talk about his race a little bit, and then I'll talk about how Checo played?
Yeah, I mean, Carlos is just kind of done for from the beginning. He had a good stint, and then it just all fell apart. He ended up P18.
And this says DNF.
Yeah.
Because he weirdly went into the pit again. Yeah. So I don't know what happened.
Yeah, on the F1 results, it says P18, but also DNF. So...
Well, so he pitted... So he was waiting for a safety car.
Yes. That never came.
I think... I mean, I don't know... I guess it doesn't matter. They were trying to hang it out for any points at all, and I don't think they were going to get it either way. But... I mean, he just didn't look good. He did hold up Lewis from probably maybe making up a couple more points. So that was good. Man, it was rough. Yeah. But it was good. It was exactly what I needed.
Yeah. You were happy.
Oh, I was very happy. Especially because Lewis wasn't going to bring home any points. So all our hopes were on George Russell.
Yeah.
So Checo gets a penalty at one point in the race, and Checo's steaming up the field because Checo rams into Lando Norris, correct?
Yeah.
You can talk about Lando in a second. So basically, we know that Checo has a 5-second penalty. Checo also gets steamed on the radio, which later got him another reprimand, and he had to apologize to the stewards for complaining about the stewards on the radio. But that's all besides the point, because basically, he has a 5-second penalty, And if he beats George Russell, Mercedes loses the championship in the P2 position.
Mm-hmm.
So it all came down to Checo. So then Charles Leclerc had like a 2000 IQ move where he slowed up by 15 seconds to let Checo by and then tried to help him build a gap so he would be in front of George Russell, which is just genius, but it was a little too early. So Russell finished 3.9 behind Checo. No, sorry, 3.8 something behind Checo. So 1.2 seconds decided P2 in the Constructors' Championship and gave George Russell a podium. And I was very stressed.
Oh, dude.
I was holding.
I bet you were screaming at the end there.
No, see, I was being quiet because I was watching this race with my dad. So I was just sitting there just like just the whole time, just stressed. Anyway, also my mom is still convinced Checo is the second best driver on the grid. That's another thing. And she, every time now, she's going to talk to me about this when she hears this. Every time I say anything about Checo on the podcast now, I'm going to text her phone call, or she listened to it while I was there and came steaming out of her office to come talk to me. And it was like, and I told my dad this, and my dad was like, no, he's not even close to the second best. Anyway, my dad has, the bigger Max Verstappen fan has more sense in my family. Anyway, so Mercedes did it. Ferrari did not do it, but they brought home a P2 on the podium because Leclerc knew to keep up with Checo enough. So anyway, 2 billion IQ move by Leclerc didn't work. Once again, Ferrari was nowhere because they hadn't even thought of that. And Leclerc figured this out while he was driving. Like, this is something the team should have told him to do.
Yeah. We can't trust the team to tell them to do anything correct.
No, we cannot. All right. So anyway, since I mentioned Lando, how about you tell me about his race?
Yeah. I mean, unfortunate for Lando. He got P5. Like you said, he told Sky F1 that he was trying to let Checo go, and then he just crashed right into him. I called him careless, which honestly, I agree. I mean, it was just a little bit too much of I feel like a rushed move that he was trying to let him go. You can kind of tell, and he still just.
So I think this is again kind of not really a penalty. This one's a little stronger than last time, but George Russell got the exact same kind of penalty in Vegas. That one I was really mad about because there's nowhere for him to go. But yeah, I don't know what Checo was doing. There was just no reason for it. You're P2 that could like there's nothing to gain. You guys could DNF. You could not even showed up.
People fight it out.
You could have went on vacation. It would have been fine.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of, it would have been fine. How about Max Verstappen in the pit lane during practice? Can we talk about this? Making an overtake in the pit lane.
Yeah, I knew you were going to talk about this.
Why? Just why? Like, and then all the drivers had a meeting, and then they agreed not to do it the next day. But just like, I get there was red flags. I get you're annoyed, but Max, like, seriously, dude, you won the constructors on your own. Like, take a deep breath, sit back, drink some agave or a walnut. Like,
I wonder if Lewis sent him a bottle.
Probably not. He did have a pop-up bar at the Wynn in Las Vegas where he was there for like 3 or 4 hours and just and made people mix drinks with it. And I was like, that's cool. Because I think he was staying there. So.
Oh, nice.
Anyway, I mean, what do you think about Max doing the pit?
I mean, obviously it's not right.
Thank you.
I know that's what you're looking for.
Thank you.
It's not right. I think Max is just a little arrogant now.
Yep.
Or now has been.
Now
he is very arrogant, but
now he has all of these wins and stuff to just oh man, it's gonna be something every week. Just wait till his competition again.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I mean, we've said it for 2 years in a row now, but I feel like Mercedes will slow it together. I mean, they're freaking P2 in the championship.
Barely.
Yeah.
No race wins.
But look at the beginning of the season.
Yes, it's true. I know.
I mean, you could say that about everybody. I mean, look at McLaren.
Yeah.
Looking tractor on it.
Yeah. So McLaren finished P4 ahead of Aston Martin. So there's some key points in there. So that was huge for them.
Yeah, Mr. Finish every race on the podium. Did he finish on a podium once again?
Where'd he finish?
I actually skipped him on my notes. Oh,
it's all right. I got you.
No, he finished P7. No, that's where he started. Oh my gosh, I am old.
No, yeah, he finished P7.
Oh no, okay, that is right.
And then Stroll also finished P10. So they both scored points.
Yeah.
But who knows what's going on with that team, man. But the team that I really just have no clue about is Alpine. What the heck is going on at Alpine? They're doing the classic thing. So this is literally something that I don't know like which classes you took in school, but this is something that I was told in a class. They said one of the strategies that they have to get people into the theaters to see a movie is that they have no plot, they have no budget for the production, but they just get big names to sign for and be the, Robert Downey Jr. is is Dr. Dolittle. I don't know.
Yeah.
And and that's why people go and see. And then the movie can suck, but people will go see.
Oh yeah.
That I think that's what Alpine's doing. They're like, hey, look, Travis Kelce, look at that.
Yeah.
Oh, ooh, Deadpool helmet. Like that's their strategy. But right now they have like
Very flashy, but
and I think him and Ocon and Gasly are in some big kerfuffle. They seem like they're not getting along.
yeah, I've you can kind of see that over the past few races.
They've been arguing
Gasly's
with other videos. Yeah.
been pretty heated.
So I mean, Gasly finished P13 outside of the points. Ocon
Just right ahead of him, P12.
Yeah. So I mean, that's where they are.
Yeah.
That's where they are. If you finish on next to each other on the road, that's probably where you are.
Mm-hmm.
So man. Constantly debating, I need to overtake this person. No, I need to just back and forth. I mean, they both finished. They finished 11th and 12th in the championship.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's rough.
Them that they thought they were going to keep every year. It's all right. So last year we finished insert place here, which means this year we're gonna finish at least one, if not two places better.
Yep.
And as we always say, Otmar was the problem.
Otmar was indeed the problem.
Do you see the success? This unprecedented success
to his 100 race strategy. Okay.
This unprecedented success that they're having. They're going to win all the races next year.
Oh yeah,
definitely.
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah. All because of Otmar.
F1 cares so little about Alpine. They took away their home race. I think they're literally the least cared about team right now, if I had to guess. Because Haas, there's heartbreaks for Haas, but people care.
What about Alfa Romeo?
Yeah, you're right. It is.
I think Alfa Romeo is.
You mean Sauber?
Yes.
Yeah. Bye, Alfa Romeo. See you later. Cool.
Sauber.
Well, they're about to be Audi.
Yep.
So the hype is still kind of there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll take it.
Until it's Audi, they are the least cared about team on the grid, I think.
You're right, because Alpine did the thing I just said, which is at least they have some people talking
get
about
fans in this. Alfa Romeo, I don't see.
The French have a deep racing culture, so I'm not taking it away from them. I'm just trashing on them because they're rough.
Racing culture. Williams is P7.
Dude,
the constructors.
Let's go. No, Alex Albon is P7.
Let me finish.
Okay.
By having a driver finish P20 in nearly every freaking race this season.
He finished 21st in a 20-man championship.
Yeah.
That's some talent. Oh, Kendra.
Oh my gosh. Sorry, Kendra, but your person is just bad.
So he doesn't have a seat. Williams. Sorry, I'm not trying to step on you.
No.
Okay. Williams said that he doesn't not have a seat. He just doesn't have a seat. That might have been correct grammar. Just you know what I'm saying. Basically, they said we're going to continue to evaluate, and no matter what, he will be always part of the Williams Racing Academy. Basically saying, what I take from that is we're going to shop around for a while, and then we know you have nowhere to go, so just stay, Logan. Worst case scenario, we'll let you use the car to pit stop practice next year. I've been holding back.
Yeah, I feel like this is just a shopping moment for them, like you said. They're looking for a way out.
I think they're gonna get rid of him.
Yeah, I don't know.
I have two predictions. They're either gonna get rid of him, or they're gonna keep him and see how this F1 Academy driver does that they signed also from America. And if she's good enough, I think she has, I don't know about her license points. That's where it gets complicated.
Yeah,
she gets enough license points. They're going to boost her all the way up. And she'll be a female driver. She'll get all the
Okay, that would be pretty huge.
She would have equal clout to Logan Sargent because she's an American, but then she's also a woman, which would be like a whole other. So
that'd be crazy.
The only woman on the grid. So that I think that could happen. I don't know who they could get other than that. They don't want Mick Schumacher.
No,
apparently, which is fine. He's driving for WEC for Alpine next year, so that's cool. And he'll be still our reserve, which is good. I need him. So I mean, what do you think? Do you think that makes sense?
It actually does, because I forgot about them signing her.
Yes, that's a significant signing to me.
Yeah, that is. I think. Yeah, I mean, they might. I want to look into that after this. I'll probably go home and look into her super license points and see what all she has left to do.
The problem is Logan didn't score a single point on merit. He scored 1 point because 2 drivers got disqualified.
Yep.
And I really like Logan as a person. And I hate to just trash on him so hard, especially as an American. I wanted so bad.
Yeah, we were rooting for him so hard coming into the season.
But you've said it many times, any other driver, we would be letting him have it. Right?
Oh, yeah.
So
for sure. For sure.
So we'll see. Again, I'll keep saying it. I think Williams' biggest mess up is they promoted him too early because they, F2, your whole job is to just go balls to the wall the whole time and try and just win everything.
Yep.
But they told him so early he had to be careful not getting enough wrecks and all this stuff so he could get enough points to earn his super license. And now he's all tentative. That's probably half the problem.
Yeah.
Is he's trying to make these overtakes. And he goes and let someone buy, I watched it happen on this race. He let people buy. So I think if he was just a little more aggressive, but again, he's so young, he didn't develop properly. So is my theory. So we'll see. But Alex Albon is the man.
Yeah,
P14,
for sure.
In this race, which is not great, but he scored so many points for them this year comparatively. They went from P10 to P7.
Yep.
That's a mega, mega job.
That's huge. That's big for Williams.
Personally, I was hoping AlphaTauri finished last in the standings, not because they're Red Bull, but because I feel like they needed the money the least, because Red Bull has the money.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, Haas finishing 10th is going to be rough.
All right, yeah, so let's trash on Haas for a minute. So, K-Mag finished, I think, in Abu Dhabi. I'm not sure. He was nowhere. He's dead last.
Yeah.
Hulkenberg.
He was P15. So, I mean.
So they're qualified well, but after that, qualified decently. But after that, it's
bad.
I don't remember if it was Hulkenberg or K-Mag, but they said basically the car has made no improvements. I want the factory to know that. That's bad.
Yeah.
Gene Haas, hear my plea. Sell the team to Andretti and save us all of this trouble. No one needs other than Gunther. You take Gunther out of the team.
There is nothing left.
No one cares.
People are happy for K-Mag. He's got a baby. That was cute. No one really cares about Nico.
Which he brought to Abu Dhabi for some reason.
Yeah.
I thought that was interesting.
Yeah.
That's a weird race to come.
But, I mean, Gunther is that team.
Yeah.
For real.
He's all their publicity.
Yeah, seriously. I mean, they're trying to make a TV show with this man.
They finished 9th, 10th, or 10th, 9th, 10th, 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 or something like that. Or they finished 9th last year.
Yeah. I mean, it's getting rough, Gene.
There's nothing. I have my delusion syndrome's gone. I have no faith in this team.
Yeah.
No faith.
Even next year, I still think they're going to be exactly where they are now with 12 points, P10.
If they're lucky.
Yeah.
They could score none next year. As far as
I would not be surprised.
I mean, unless Williams takes a total left turn, I don't expect them to drop more than a place.
I think with James Vowles at Williams, I doubt they're going to go down. I think it's going to either stagnate or go up. I really hope they go up.
I was questioning why they fired I don't even remember his name anymore. Their other team principal, Yost.
Oh, yeah.
Yost, but James Vowles is the man. So
yeah.
He's also featured in the Braun GP documentary.
Nice.
When you watch it, we'll do an episode about it because it's that
cool.
good. Might be better than as a one-off. It's better than Drive to Survive. It's not sustainable, but just storytelling. You'll see what I mean. It's different.
That sounds like I'd like that.
Oh, it's so good. So anyway, and it's the precursor to Mercedes, of course. I feel like we skipped some people. Okay, Bottas.
Yeah, Joe didn't really.
I don't even have him in my notes.
Joe finished P17. Bottas finished P19.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
You're right. They are the least cared about team.
Yeah, I mean, like Bottas as a person,
Love Bottas.
everybody loves Bottas.
The calendar, though.
The calendar, yeah. Did you see the unveiling that he posted on Instagram? He like got like 20 people together and like went and like did an unveiling of each month's picture.
Wow.
And it's pretty hilarious because like people just like don't know whether to clap, to laugh, or they're just kind of like, oh. And he goes over why each picture is like the way it is.
Wow.
So if you're not, or if you're on Instagram, go to Valtteri's account and watch that. It's pretty funny. But their team as a whole, there is nothing going on. I don't feel like Joe's got his following, Valtteri's got his following, but the team as a whole, I just feel like is not out there.
Their Vegas livery was sick though.
That was pretty cool.
But that's it.
They're like, I like their livery this year, but like,
yeah, it's not as good as the past.
No.
So we'll see. This team is going to go through a lot. They could just be, biding their time. We'll see.
They skipped AlphaTauri.
Yeah, I was saving that on purpose.
Yeah. So Daniel finished P11. Wish he could have gotten some points in the last one, but tell us about Yuki.
Yuki P8. He looks strong as crap right now.
Yuki led the race.
Yeah, Yuki led the race.
That I never thought I would say that this year. I'm being honest. I never thought I would see Yuki Tsunoda P1.
On genuinely leading the if there was a red flag, he would have been a safety car.
This was on merit.
Yeah, he would have been leading the race. Period. Not like, oh well, he hasn't pitted yet. Seriously. So I'm excited and scared for where AlphaTauri is going.
Yep.
Again, we mentioned it earlier. Are they going to steal Red Bull's concept? I mean, if I'm being honest, if I had to just guess right now, which I do obviously, where I think they're going to finish next year, I think they could finish. They could finish really high. It depends on what happens to Aston Martin.
Yeah,
I think they could finish as high as 5th.
Okay.
I think if Aston Martin totally tanks, I think. Let me change it. I think AlphaTauri will beat Williams, will beat Sauber, will beat Haas, will beat Alpine.
Okay.
That's what I think
for sure.
I think Alpine's going to continue to drop.
Yeah, Aston Martin has to make some good changes over the offseason.
And I think I don't think they will. So I think they're going to finish 5th.
Yeah. Hopefully McLaren has brought it together for good.
I don't know. We'll see. McLaren always starts bad in the season.
Yeah.
If they don't start bad, I think they're way clear. I think Ferrari will be 4th at best.
They seem to have really good development. McLaren does.
Dude, if AlphaTauri, maybe I have AlphaTauri delusion syndrome, but or whatever Racing Bulls delusion syndrome. Adidas Racing Bulls. Adidas. Whatever, Hugo Boss Bulls.
That team.
The team. It's like the Washington football team.
Yeah.
The Red Bull Italian team. That's what they should call it.
Yeah.
They could finish in the top 4.
Yeah.
They could go that far with doing almost nothing other than just taking Red Bull's notes.
Yeah.
So, Mercedes. Let's talk about where Mercedes. So Toto Wolff has said in no uncertain terms that they are taking, other than I think the current floor, nothing from this car, period. It is a new car next year. Oh, no. Every component is the word he used. But I know they introduced a floor at Austin, and they went P2 at Austin.
Are you worried about that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all or nothing. So we're not going to know.
That's just such a Mercedes thing, man. I mean, props to them if they get it right, but if they don't.
I mean, my heart is 50-50 on it. Because on the one hand, I'm like, this team, they can't mess it up. They made one bad decision that has just trickled down through all of this. So if they've been working on this new concept since Bahrain, which they have, how bad could it really be? Could it be worse?
Is Silver Arrow bad, or is it?
I can't imagine James Allison making that bad of a car. I mean, I'm wearing literally 3 different Mercedes things right now, so I would say I'm biased. but I just can't imagine.
Yeah.
I can't imagine it. I'm not saying they're going to win constructors. I am not. I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think maybe if they're lucky, they can pull a car together that Lewis can drive enough better to challenge Max.
Okay.
But not, honestly, then it comes down to Checo. But
Yeah.
I think maybe Lewis could mount a challenge to somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Whether or not McLaren starts coming into that,
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Which
So
I hope, but
how do you feel about McLaren right now? Because they're kind of wishy-washy again.
yeah, it's been a little back and forth. I mean, Oscar Piastri, he qualified P3.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's still giving me hope. I mean, Oscar Piastri's having, like you said, an amazing rookie year.
Oh, yeah.
Like, huge props to him. And Lando, of course, is been doing really good, but this back and forth thing, it's kind of like how Aston Martin was at the beginning of the year.
And then then Aston Martin disappeared. Yeah.
But McLaren seems to be like having an idea of what is right, but not finishing it. So hopefully they just take what they have now and just drastically improve it.
See, Aston Martin figured it out over the winter, but then couldn't figure out what to do with it. So I think they might fall off again, to be honest.
Yeah.
Totally possible. They have Alonso, so that helps. McLaren, their main problem is 1 lap, 5 laps, 8 laps, they're good.
Yeah.
20 laps, you can watch it. It's happened the last couple of races. Wow, that McLaren's going super fast. They are ahead of both Mercedes, and then Mercedes bide their time a little bit, and bam, pass them both.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if they're fighting with Mercedes right now, they're not going to be fighting with Red Bull.
Yeah.
Probably.
Anything
can happen over the winter. If McLaren can take as big of a step as Aston Martin did over the winter last year and not screw up, that's a championship battle.
Oh, yeah.
But, it's really hard to say. And also, just because Red Bull has pulled out, and anything can happen is what I'm saying, because just because Red Bull has pulled out this amazing car doesn't mean that they make one slight tweak to it that screws everything up and it takes them 5 years to figure it out next year. It's possible. I mean, look, they had the fastest car in Bahrain 2 seasons ago, double DNF because they had unreliability.
Mm-hmm.
Then 2 races later, DNF'd again. Like, things happen.
Yeah.
So it's all to play for. I think this is the most up in the air all the teams are.
Yeah.
Like that last year, we were all just kind of hoping Mercedes would be better, but this year we have truly zero idea.
Yeah.
So
especially with the new concept.
No idea.
No
idea.
I have
one side pod. No side pod of the
They're
other.
perfect on the right-hand turns, okay?
They flip it based on.
They make like a transformer car that like the side pod transfers to the other side on depending on
in a pit stop. They switch you.
We're going with setup B. All right, flip the side pods.
Mercedes went from 20th to first in the final lap. They went 8 seconds a lap quicker. Okay,
I have a question. And we've been back and forth on this all season. Is Checo staying at Red Bull?
Over this one, yeah, he'll be in the first. He'll be at the first race.
Okay,
I think so. Don't you?
Yeah,
I don't think he should, but I don't know. Ricardo's been kind of wishy-washy too.
Yeah,
so I just don't think they have a good option right now.
Yeah, I don't think so. I mean,
he's not staying at 2025. No way, right? I mean, I think
depends on how like the first 3 races go next year.
Isn't Lando available in 2025?
Yeah,
take Lando. Sure. Let's go, Lando.
Yeah, but Lando and Max, I don't know how that would work out.
I mean,
Checo and Max not working out.
It's going to cost. It's the same thing as Aston Martin. It's going to cost.
I don't think. I mean, other than like Daniel, anybody with Max, I just don't think.
If McLaren figures their crap out, that'll cost. It's going to cost Red Bull the constructors.
Yeah,
definitely could
for sure.
If Max, I don't know the math, so don't. I mean, we could do it real fast, but if Max wins every race, but Piastri, Lando get P2, P3 every race, I'm pretty sure that would absolutely win.
Get more, yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, it depends on where Checo finishes, but clearly Checo's inconsistent. So, we'll see what happens. I mean, I would love if we had a Max Checo battle next season, but I just have no faith in it ever again. So,
okay, one final thing that I have to talk about. If you have anything else.
No, really.
Okay. So we made a bet at the beginning of the season.
Oh, I forgot about this.
Where whoever scores the most points has to buy.
What do you want?
What was it? The merch for the other person.
Yeah, what do you want?
I want a McLaren hat.
Okay, you want a McLaren hat?
I want a McLaren hat.
Okay, are you like, they don't make fitted hats.
That's fine.
Okay. Do you want a specific driver?
No, just want a McLaren hat.
Okay. It will be here.
And I think you'll find this funny. So my dad asked me, he's like, do you want any clothes for Christmas? I was like, give me a Red Bull shirt.
Okay.
And he's like, you want a hat to go with it? And I didn't respond within like maybe 10 minutes. And I go, yeah, sure, but I already have a Max Verstappen one. He goes, well, too late, you're getting another. So that's why I'm saying give me a McLaren hat, because I'm now going to have 4 Red Bull.
And I gave you that one.
Yep.
So, well, I'm going to seriously rethink how we do this next year, because I got demolished.
Our draft is going to be insane next year.
Our draft has to be, I need to figure out a fair way. I mean, I feel like I should just get to start again.
Yeah.
Because
no, for sure.
I lost
for sure.
Like NFL rules, but also
what if we did like a first 2 pick?
Maybe, yeah. See, okay, so there's that.
Like you get the first 2, but I'll get the last 2.
I was also going to propose maybe we do, but see, I don't want Checo is the thing.
Yeah.
I was going to propose.
See, I know exactly what you're going to say. Drivers from the other team, other than like Max and Lewis.
Yeah, you keep Max, I keep Lewis.
Yeah, I proposed that at the beginning of this year.
All right, I know for sure what we're going to do though.
Okay.
I say that we wait till after Bahrain.
Oh, okay.
So we don't even include Bahrain.
Okay.
So you can't like steal their points.
Cool.
So we'll start from zeros. Actually, that would be too hard though. From one race. Yeah. Bare minimum, we're waiting till after the testing, because we both severely underestimated Aston Martin. But then McLaren, I don't know, man. There's no universe I was going to win.
Yeah.
So basically, it's all going to come down to if someone can beat up on Checo.
Yeah, I mean,
This is how bad I lost. We didn't even do the math.
15. I won by.
How'd you do the math?
600 something points. I had 1,553 points. You had 905.
You did the latest math?
Yeah. I did it today.
Ouch.
Yeah.
See, I thought I did pretty. See, on paper, it seems like it makes sense. All right, Lewis. All right, that's good. 17-year-old champ. All right. I mean, I have Stroll.
Yeah.
But like, it's just Max. Like, Max is beat up on me.
See, I had the best and the worst. I had Max and Logan.
Yeah. See,
So
maybe
it should have even now.
maybe we should average.
Average?
Ooh, average per 10 drivers. I mean,
That's
still
not bad,
win
yeah.
this year, but it'd be much closer. Well, let's do the math. All right, so tell me the numbers.
What, for each constructor or drivers? Is that what you're wanting?
You give me
Driver.
well, no, what's your final total?
Oh, my final total is 1,553.
Okay, divided by 10. 1,553. So it's 155 points per driver.
Yeah.
And then what's mine?
905.
I guess it doesn't really matter then.
Yeah.
Okay, because then well, I mean, Logan basically scored 0 points.
Yeah.
Not to mention you ended up having 80 drivers.
Yeah, that's true.
That didn't make a difference though, because DeVries didn't score. Loss helped you a little.
Yeah, so Daniel got nearly the same.
I mean, I don't think there was any way I could have beat you, even if I took. I mean, all the drivers combined could barely beat Max.
Yeah.
So there was no universe I was
rough,
going to win.
yeah.
But I don't think Max is going to have another year like this next year. I think he might win 14 races or something. You know what I'm saying? I think it won't be as bad.
Yeah. Well, I hope not.
Yes.
Honestly, I want it to be
Everybody's sick of
competitive.
this. I know.
No, I did enjoy this year. Don't get it wrong.
But,
Don't get it twisted. I loved this year.
When's the last time you clapped when Max won a race?
This race? What do you mean?
Okay.
Every race. Just kidding.
I'm
I'm always excited to know that Max is winning and gonna win the race. I get excited, but probably that's a good question.
It's been a minute.
Yeah.
Even my parents were like,
Nice.
Max won.
Yeah.
It's you don't
Well,
understand.
because for us, you kind of just know 10 laps in the race.
Well, we're all. I mean, every commentator ever is dreaming about a 2021
Yeah,
rematch
for sure.
So Mercedes saw how to put it together. Here's what I'll say.
Yeah.
I don't think Mercedes is gonna come out and be in the same place. They're gonna be significantly better or significantly worse.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna know. But let's just hope.
Yeah.
Maybe they've stolen enough from Red Bull. They got enough photos, something, to mount a fight.
Checo's giving us some good photos.
Yeah, Checo's giving us a lot of. Thank you, Checo. Dude, just imagine. Like, do you know how excited we would be if it's like Lewis versus Max?
Oh yeah.
Next year, even if they wreck in the first race, it's like,
dude, imagine the drama. Like if they cause each other to wreck first race of the year.
If
like,
Lewis gets pole at the first race next year, I'm gonna be losing my mind. I'm be like, it's over. We didn't have to, like, the pain. I'm gonna cry.
No, we're gonna watch that. Definitely watching the first one together.
No, for sure. That's a bare minimum necessity. All right. Actually, I might not be able to.
Oh God!
I just realized I have a wedding I'm going to. Also, another wedding I'm going to. Yeah, I don't know who didn't look at the Formula One schedule. We'll see. I actually might be back on this Sunday.
Oh wait, I might be getting married on a race weekend next.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Hey, we'll have to do a episode from the aisle. I'm just kidding. I'll be phoning in for my honeymoon.
Instead of your vows, it's your vowels.
Do we have the race calendar for next year?
Yeah, we do. It's been out for like a month.
Oh, okay.
A couple months. Schedule. What's it? I forgot what day. I said my calendar.
It's okay.
It's October 20th.
What? My wedding?
Your wedding.
12.
12. That's right, because it's a week before the U.S. Grand Prix.
Yep.
Uh-oh. I bet it is.
Let's see. October.
No, we're good.
Oh, we're good, actually.
It's during like a break.
Yeah.
Yay. But Austin, I don't know what we're going to do.
Yeah.
Because you'll probably be on a honeymoon.
I don't know.
At the race.
We'll see. We're thinking about actually doing a honeymoon over like the Christmas break. So we'll see.
Oh, okay. Well, listen to F1 then. So
could maybe have get us some passes to Austin. Anybody?
Yeah, come on. He's getting
media
married.
Passes.
Come on, media passes. All right. Anyway, winner or loser of this race, go.
Ooh, okay. Winner. I'm gonna give it to Leclerc.
Leclerc.
P2, final race of the year. He's got to be happy. Obviously, they lost P2, but he got P2 of the race. So for this race, Leclerc. Loser is Alfa Romeo.
Okay. Because they're gone.
They're gone.
I'm going to give a co-winner to Mercedes and Ferrari because they each got something significant out of this.
Yep.
Because Mercedes got the money, but Ferrari has more wind tunnel time.
Yeah.
And I was trying to make myself at peace with that. We could get more wind tunnel time if we finish third, but I just couldn't get there.
Yeah.
But it is significant. So, and teams that don't really need that extra money, I mean, it's helpful, but loser Logan Sargent, I think he could have easily locked in a seat with a decent performance, even just beating Albon in
one
race.
Yeah.
And he performed well in postseason testing, but no one really cares about that. So loser, and we may never see him again. There's a chance that was his last F1 race.
Yeah.
So that would suck. But yeah, that's it. I mean, we did it. The season is over. That doesn't mean we're done giving you stuff. In fact, you're probably going to get even more interesting content for a little bit.
Yeah.
We have some ideas out there. The award show idea is coming.
Less of our informational broadcast and more of our fun stuff comes out in off seasons.
Where our absolute insights. So, and next season I am planning to go absolute 8 mode on this thing because I am working on building a mini studio in my house to do extra videos that I haven't even told Dawson about yet. So
I'm just out of the loop on everything, man.
No.
Replaces me last week, and then here we go.
I asked you so nicely. I know we're messing. All right. That's about it. We'll see you in the Middle East again for Bahrain. Everybody wants Mercedes to win that race, obviously.
Yep.
So
obviously everybody.
Yep. Come on. All right. If Lewis wins by 0.8 over Max, won't you be a little happy?
No.
You'd be like, no. What if they have this?
I'm not a Lewis Hamilton fan.
Oh, come on. Fine. George Russell. No,
I'd be more happy with that.
What? There's no one on planet Earth that there surely is not someone that is more of a George Russell fan than a Lewis Hamilton fan.
George Russell's girlfriend.
Dang it. Does George Russell, he's still dating?
I don't know.
But even George Russell's girlfriend is like, man, Lewis has his own liquor, so, fake liquor. All right. Anyway, we all want a championship battle.
Yes.
Teams, whatever you're doing right now, no Christmas break for you. Back to the factory. Get us a battle because we're sick of this. Well,
they're sick of this.
90% of the fan base. I don't know what the number is. How many Red Bull fans are? All you bandwagon fans that'll quit and join my team. Anyway.
Oh, yeah.
All right. We'll see you on the next one, whatever it is. Stay tuned at the Pitwell Pod.
Yeah, check out all the socials.
Bye.
Bye.